This shit might fall during the show.
It's a malfunction.
Bro, I don't even know. This shit is not.
You put this here today like this?
Huh?
You put this here like this today?
Yeah. That shit shaky. That shit ain't staying. I don't know. Yo, what's up, y'all?
What's goody?
Come on, man. My bad. We just trying to get set up, right? Make sure we good for y'all. Make sure everything is rocking and rolling. You know what I'm saying? Yo. I'm K.
I'm Chaz.
You know who we are, man. And if you don't, go watch another episode. That's how we feeling about that. It's a new year, man. It's a new year, 2025, baby. We live and direct. Well, we ain't live, but you know what I'm saying? We back. We did drop 2 episodes. Yeah, 2 episodes so far this year. They was this year, but this is the first official episode. We pre-recorded those as we do all our other episodes, but we physically recorded those at the end of last year. Mm-hmm. Yo, this boom is gonna be. I'm about to boom on a boom stand for real. More shit just means more problems for real. So yeah, new year 2025, as we all know, was it January 20th has officially passed for us. Mm-hmm. And what we like a week and a half, 2 weeks in to this Trump madness and everything like that. So before we get into that,
we got a lot of stuff to talk about. But
Dave Chappelle opening up the new year with Saturday Night Live.
Mm-hmm.
If you haven't seen that yet, go tap in ASAP. Chappelle is back, and when he takes over Chappelle, it's like the Chappelle show. That's it, man. Like that's it. It's his show. Like nothing else matters when he takes over, bro. Like so.
Nah, Chappelle will go for real.
They did the skits in LA Fire. That was crazy. Like that was mad. Like cringe too when he yoked the dog up and everything.
Nah, we needed the pop the balloon joint.
The pop the balloon.
He said the Glorilla. He was like sassy mouth.
Yeah, sassy mouth is hilarious. Like,
and then Ashley Larry came in.
Ashley Larry, right, popped up. That was smooth. But he did a couple joints. He did the monologue. He did the monologue. The monologue was like what 17 minutes long.
18. Yeah.
That shit was solid. It's Dave Chappelle. What can we say, right? Hilarious. And again, like skits about LA, like the whole getting out of Dodge. It was crazy, man. But shout out to a real one because they need to bring the Dave Chappelle show back. Like legendary moment. I remember getting caught in school in Boston, and they tried to like take it off the screen. So real quick, we this is back in like 9th grade, way before I even met you.
Year before.
Yeah, year before. And yo, so it's like 20 of us deep in a library watching Dave Chappelle. Now mind you, it's
classic,
it's like 9, 10 o'clock at night.
We used to come on at 10, Comedy Central.
No, we was watching, it was reruns at this time. It was already, we had the DVDs and shit. And we all chilling, 20 of us deep, bothering nobody. But I guess they had like another movie night going on and nobody was there. So they started looking for like, the kids in the school where people at. Bro, we all in the library. So she like, oh, y'all have a movie down here? She pull up. Bro, she get like not even 5 minutes into like one of the episodes. She's like, oh my gosh, you guys are watching this. This is so inappropriate. Everybody like, boo, get out of here. Like we wasn't bothering you. Like she like, I could get in trouble. Act like you never seen it. You know what I'm saying? So that was a quick story, but it was like, that's how raw and raunchy. I mean, that's not even a glimpse of how raw he was.
I mean, I guess. I mean, I like Dave. I mean, first season, second season. I don't think it was that bad.
Nah, he was fine.
I mean, I think in hindsight now, like, a lot of stuff that was said, even on shows back then, a lot of the things that was in shows and then in shows definitely won't be socially acceptable now.
Because everybody's sensitive.
Yeah, that part.
You know what I mean? Like, as long as people sensitive, then everything gets censored. Have you realized that though? Like,
it's crazy.
Censorship seems to be at
I
an all-time low.
don't like all the sensitivity. You know what I'm saying? There's sensitivity across the boards, and I don't want to point fingers at anybody, but it's weird.
I mean,
It's weird, but
what, that things are getting uncensored?
no, I mean, like how everybody got a problem with like the truth. I think a lot of people like to be lied to in a nice way, and when you get the harsh truth, it's like people feel like they being disrespected.
Yeah, that means you need to get your emotions in check, like straight up.
Emotional intelligence.
Emotional intelligence. Like you shouldn't be crying or crying wolf because you're a big girl, can't get in a lift car. You know what I mean? Like,
let's get into that right there. Like, listen, as a
yo, not again. You fucking with me. This is crazy.
Bendito.
This is going crazy. I'm tired, bro. This is wild.
I looked up my hold on. Still recording? Anywho, yeah, Shorty, as a fellow rideshare driver, yeah, I mean, I don't think I might cancel you, but like, I feel like, the dude that canceled her wasn't even mean anything. He was just keeping it 100. Like, his car wasn't in the best tip-top shape. He had like a Toyota Corolla or Camry or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not the one to body shame, but you could have got a Lyft XL, a big boy, one of them joints, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like me personally, I think she was doing that in order to get a lawsuit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you book one of the smallest cars,
which is crazy,
in order to get a lawsuit so you can go viral and do all that. Like, I mean, I think there's ways you do it. And like I said, I'm not here to body shame nobody. You know what I'm saying? I ain't in the best tip-top shape, perfect shape, but I'm getting to it. You know what I'm saying? But
I mean, but let's.
I just think I think that's different. That's crazy.
Yeah, bro. And she was like,
and she lawyered up.
She lawyered up heavy.
And she got an OnlyFans. I seen that. I ain't see the OnlyFans, but I'm like, yo, bro, what you got going on?
OnlyFans is nasty work, bro. Like, yo, I'm gonna just go over here because what? I can't believe I gotta hold this up. This is crazy. It's blowing minds right now. My fault, bro. But yeah, back to Shorty. Like, she was wild, man. Like, to thinking that you're going, she sued for like some couple millions too.
It's a multi-million-dollar lawsuit.
And the fact that the worst part about it is
they fired dude.
You are big.
Off the
and
app
they fired dude. Like, now he ain't got no job, or he got to figure out how to feed his family, support them now because you in your shenanigans. Like, that's crazy. Like, say what y'all want, but she was completely out of pocket for that.
Mm-hmm. And she recorded it because, you know what I'm saying? Like, to try to have footage, to try to act like he did something wrong. I think he was just being honest.
Yeah, that shit. Yeah, that whole situation is crazy, bro. That whole situation.
Yeah,
I can't rock with it, man.
Nah,
she's out of pocket.
That's a lot of shenanigans, like you said. Like, I think that's too much.
Like, you know better, Shorty. Like, you ain't right. And anybody that agrees with it, I think you should go see a therapist because you probably got your own personal issues about that, and insecure about your own well-being. Because that ain't right, bro. That's not right. It just ain't right. No matter how you slice it and dice it, it ain't right. Like, she knows she big.
And especially, I think, as being that he didn't come at her on some like, yo, get out of here.
Super polite.
You know what I'm saying? He didn't disrespect her no type of way. And that's what she was doing.
Yeah.
And now you got I think we be focused on shit that's not gonna matter in a year from now, shit 6 months from now. Mm-hmm. Like, that shit don't, and you got everybody in a frenzy, but I mean, that's just going to the deeper things of how they trying to distract us from a lot of things that's really going on.
Yeah, of course, because there's no way that's like what you see every day the past 2-3 days. Like, it's not that major. So yeah, pack her up. Donkey of the day. I don't know if they probably copyright.
Yeah, probably.
You know.
But still, she Yeah, you wildin'.
Yeah, that was out of pocket.
I got a question. Who got the best verse on this?
Blackout. You could really. Not too much. Not too much.
Yeah, and I just Who got the best verse on Blackout? Now we debated this when we was in the city. We was in the city last week. Definitely debated this.
With a dime on Bad Duck.
Jada got the first hip hop quotable. He said in '98. He said that's his first hip hop quotable. When people was able to quote word for word his song. Well, not his song, but his verse.
Yeah.
And then we said Jigga Man went crazy. He definitely did went crazy. So who had the best verse?
Mace is on there. Mace
not on there. It's just the Locks, DMX, and Jay-Z.
Oh yeah,
that's niggas don't start or something.
Oh right. I mixed that up. I don't know. Survived by 6 months. Try not to let this bullshit.
Nah, Jay-Z went crazy.
Yeah,
started from hunger.
Come on. I don't know, bro. That's crazy.
I'm gonna say Jadakiss, and then
Sheik that was the one. Sheik, you can slide ride down my wrist. That was another song. I'm getting my lock songs mixed up now. That's crazy.
Yeah, that was another song. Wait, is that it?
I will check.
He said. She tends to be halfway new. Won't catch Sheik in the Justice Club because I don't fuck with shoes. Swear to the Bible, swear to let it be told. I put 30 in your head. What?
All in the same.
All right.
Trying to tamper with mine.
I like
which is
some
spine.
shit in spine. Right.
I don't know. Sheik Luch was a different type of
Sheik
rapper
Luch went crazy.
Too.
That was my favorite rapper at the time too.
Yeah, I mean, as far as
who had the best verse?
Here it go. Jada's the transmission. Yeah. Sheik and Styles is just like. They just moved the song forward, and Jay-Z came through and snapped. Like I don't know, but if I don't know.
What y'all think? Who had the best verse on Blackout?
I'm gonna go with Sheik or Jay.
Sheik then Jay.
Yeah. No. Oh no. Let me go Sheik, Jada, then Jay.
Sheik, Jada, then Jay.
And Styles is in there somewhere.
And then DMX had the worst verse?
No, see, that's crazy.
Because DMX went off too.
I don't know. This is one of those wilding out moments. I plead the fifth, bro.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't want.
What y'all think, man? I think Jada had the best verse, and I think Sheik and Jay-Z is a close tie for second.
I don't know.
And then, like, I don't even want to say DMX had the worst verse. All Styles P. I don't know. I think they all tie for second.
Like, it's just a monumental song. Like, that's it. This was monumental. Like,
Blackout was definitely
no artist, nobody's gonna be able to put that together ever. So, on that note, Cam and Jim beefing.
Yeah.
Sad situation, but I'm very unfortunate.
Mm-hmm.
We grew up in a time where like it was it was Rakim and them, then it was like Biggie, then it was the Locks, Rough Riders, all that.
Then Jay-Z.
Jay-Z's.
DMX.
Correct. But then after that was Dipset, and then it was 50 Cent. Like like that was like the childhood that I remember growing up, and like who controlled the game at that point. So long story short, like just to grow up in it, and then to know what they did for hip hop and what they did for the culture. And there was always a bunch of sucker moves being played on by I mean probably by both parts, but publicly, in my opinion, it was more so shade just coming from Jim always at Cam. Like I don't know the insides in that, but there was always a little, they say Jim wanted to create a little fake beef between him and Cam for years and all of that to get them hyped up and whatever. So it hurts to see them like battling and then exposing each other laundry and then talking about, each other's past and calling Jim a fanboy and all that. Sounds crazy, but I mean, it's true to a certain extent. But yeah, I mean, it's an unfortunate situation, but it just hurts to see them doing that, especially what they've been going through and what they've done for the culture.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's definitely sad. Definitely for Harlem, because like I felt like a lot of other boroughs come together to do what they do, and for some reason, I mean, Harlem is definitely a part of a borough, But like, you know, if you ain't know better, you think Harlem is his own country. I feel like, you know, we should be able to come together a little bit better. In order to make money, make music, break bread, and do what it do. But it's definitely disheartening to see them at odds. Being that we listen to, you know, grew up with both of their music. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was a time when Cam was obviously the head honcho of Dipset. And then Jim had his run. You know what I'm saying? Jim had his run. And I think what really, like, we don't know, obviously, we wasn't there. We was there, but we wasn't in the, you know.
It wasn't a room.
Yeah, it wasn't in a room with them, but like, you know, from the outside looking in, it looked like, you know, things took a crazier turn when Jim sided with 50 during that Cam and 50 beef. And that's what they all started about. And then, you know, you get on podcasts and they went back and forth talking about it. And Jim is basically like, you know, doing a whole promotion tour right now off the strength of that. You know, I like Jim. You know what I'm saying? I like his music. You know, El Capo was fire. You know
I mean, Jim Jones has become a better rapper over the years for sure. Like,
for sure.
When we started that whole beef with him, Max B, Bird Gang, like that whole, what a time to be alive, first and foremost.
That was like the end of the high school years for sure.
Yeah, like, you talk about, we was outside, like, we had that, we just got iPods and all that, you know what I mean? iPhones wasn't even a thing, like, damn, we old. And, like, yo, bro, I remember coming, church, Jim Jones' first album, Take Him to Church or something like that. Like, that's when if you have not heard that album, like, go back and listen to that. Like, he had some bangers on there. Jim Jones, he had some fire on there. Like, but that
was it Take Him to Church or the one with the Diary of a Summer?
No, I'm saying like for Take Him to Church, because Take Him to Church was like, you could tell like he was just trying to figure out the rapping thing.
Oh, okay, got you.
You know what I'm saying? Like he wasn't really on, like he was walking on them beats, you know what I mean? But
you could see the maturation through over time.
Crazy 180, you know what I mean? And then over the years, like you said, he's just been, when you work consistently at something, you're naturally gonna get better at it.
That's a fact.
And you know, he had Max B right there. So that was a whole wave, you know what I mean? Where he could get creative and get in his bag and really have like Max B come through and correct him like, nah, that ain't it or whatever. So yeah, seeing what I think what's his name? I think Carmelo Anthony said it best. Like, the issue is Cam has moved on and is a business person. You know what I mean? He's always venturing out, doing new things, you know what I mean?
Himself.
Pink Horsepower, you know, the podcast, it is what it is. Like, he's always rebranding, like you said. Jim Jones is straight diplomat. He's gonna hold that torch high till the wheels fall off. That's for sure. But Cam's moved on. And I think that's part of the problem too. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, they used to be close, but now they different and they've grown and evolved. And now Cam is with Macy. You know, Jim Jones still got fake beef. My bad. That piece of hair was like, my bad, y'all. I got this weird case of OCD lately. It's been blowing my So yeah, so that I forgot what I would say, but
no, you were saying, you was basically saying like how Cam and Mace is like back best friends again, and Jim Jones and Mace got, you know, had problems.
Yeah, you know, but I mean, at the end of the day, I love seeing Cam and Mace together doing what they do.
Yeah.
I mean, I love seeing Jim and Jewels doing what they do. Now, if they could figure out how to bring it all together,
that'd be fire.
That would be a 2000 movement that we thought we would never see again. But imagine all of them together on the same accord on the album, or a record or joint, whatever. Like,
just hanging around like that essence would probably be crazy.
That would bring their pen game up so wild, bro. Because I mean, all of them can rap. Let's be real. Especially Jim pen game is crazy. And then you add Jewels in the mix with this extra swag tip. Like, come on, bro. It's like the 2000s again, but it's just reversed or something.
On steroids.
Yeah, it's just reversed. So it's like we didn't get to see Cam and Mace, but now we do. You know, so I don't know. It's win-win, lose-lose. people hurt at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Because
just unfortunate. I definitely, we like it is what it is, and we like the movement Cam and Mace is doing. But if they was all on the same chord, stuff would be a little bit better. I would like it a lot more.
They would take over the city, bro. They would easily take over the city, without a doubt. So
hold on, we got one more New York thing. So who had the best NYC mixtape catalog? I'm gonna name some people. You got 50, you got Fab, you got Lloyd Banks, you got Jada, you got Cam, you got Max B, you got Styles, you got French Montana, and Papoose. Who had the best mixtape catalog at them NYC rappers?
French Montana, his mixtape catalogs, the best two mixtapes he got are collabs. The Lockout with Waka Flocka and anything he ever did with Max B was all collabs. So
he's off. He's already.
Unfortunately, he's eliminated.
Got you.
Next, who you say?
So look, you got.
But those albums were fire though.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Those mixtapes were fire. Like,
so you got
You said
we got 50.
You said Jeezy.
No. This is all New York City. So you got French, Max B, Papoose.
French is off. Max B, Papoose. Mm-hmm. The Alphabetical Slaughter joint.
He had a couple of joints.
Yeah.
Styles P, Cam, Jada, Lloyd Banks,
talking
Fab.
About Cam with Diplomats or just Cam? Because all of this matters.
Real talk. So like, what's some Cam mixtapes that was out?
Diplomacy. Mixtapes. I just remember the Diplomatic Community 1, 2.
1, 2, yeah.
Do you even consider those mixtapes? Or those
were albums for real.
They were like mixtape gone album type of thing.
But they had I feel like it was a point where you remember how people used to bootleg stuff so crazy where it'd be a lot of tracks on a CD, and then you end up seeing it on somebody EP, or you see it on somebody's album or something like that.
Right.
So I don't know which one is which. So I don't know about
I'm
Cam.
Taking Cam out.
I take Cam off the string for that.
Cam is gone. So now we're down
the
to
real
Banks,
battles for real.
Fab
and 50.
50. Oh, so let's. I could start there. Fab, Banks, 50.
Soul tape. All soul tapes is crazy.
Yeah, soul tapes, diabolical.
Summertime shootouts.
50 Cent though, G-Unit Radio. Dropping mixtapes every week. Crazy. And then Lloyd Banks, Punchline King, easily by far. Mm-hmm. So we talk about like straight bars,
Fab.
or just impact on everything.
Just the catalog of the mixtapes that they had.
I gotta go 50 Banks Fab.
You want to put Banks over Fab?
Simply because
mixtapes.
Banks got harder punchlines.
Was his body of work of a mixtape was better than Fab's? Any of the soul tapes?
I mean, it wasn't better, but he had way better bars. I mean, they wasn't as catchy. They was more like ruthless. I mean, but I mess with. I mean, I love soul tapes. You know what I mean? Like, don't get it twisted. But I was also a big Banks person, like back in the day too. So
that's a fact.
I was heavy on Banks. So like back in the day, I could rap. I could probably rap most of the stuff now if I heard the track. You know what I mean? The wrong punchline and leave you at the side of your house is like one of the first lines that like comes back. Like
he said, bring the beef to your front door like Domino's.
Like Fab was rapping, but he wasn't talking like that, bro. Like that's what I mean.
Fab was talking like let's get into it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's get into it.
Banks is a more ruthless rapper. That's what I gotta say.
He's definitely more ruthless.
That.
I feel like Fab had the catchy stuff. He had the metaphors.
And he had swag.
Definitely had the swag.
I'm not disputing any of that. I just said simply off of ruthlessness. And I mess with Banks.
So you got who your top three? You said
50.
50 Banks.
I used to steal 50 Cent. I used to steal all of them mixtapes. I mean, for real. I don't know. It was no discrimination. If 50 dropped, I was stealing it. Fab, stealing it, downloaded it, whatever. Bank, same thing, man. Like, come on, you just had to have your hands on all of those, bro. Like the G-Unit radios, like the features. You You talking about having LeBron James featuring on 50 Cent mixtapes back in the day. You know what I mean? Like, that's how long.
Doing the intro and shit. Like,
yeah. Like, come on, man. We talk about his monumental moments. Like, we'll probably never see again because they all older now. They got,
it's a little different.
They're not trying to break into the game. They already got their foot in and whatnot. But, and I mean, like, like I said, I don't even care if y'all mad about that all the way through. Like, how could I do Fab? I'm not. Fab is tough. I love Fab.
But that's still your opinion, so you got to respect it.
Yeah. I mean, Fab, what's that?
For the love. Yeah, that's For the Love. I know the whole song.
Would you do it for the love?
For the love.
Would you do it for the that song alone?
That's Soul Tape 2.
Yeah, that song alone.
It's crazy.
I will put up against any song y'all got.
Nah, For the Love is crazy. He went crazy.
Bar for bar.
How he started this shit? Let's talk about fuck a while ago. Brother back in the house, should have let Obama go. What?
Right, come on, man.
Nah,
come on, that
crazy.
was top tier. Press play with a pause on you boys. That man.
He said 7 digits, nigga. 2 commas, ho.
Yo, legendary times, man.
Nah, I want to hear that.
Yeah, don't play it.
Nah, copyright. It was over.
They gonna shut the episode down, man. You know they hate us.
But
who
nah,
knows,
yeah.
With these Trump rules, we may get off with it. I may post that that Bovid video that we got. That might be clean to post now.
Which one is that?
But we did the roundup, not the roundup.
Oh, the roundtable joint.
Roundtable talk. Yeah, I don't know. We may upload it. I might get an uncensored version of it. We got
shut down.
That'll be.
You start talking about something. They said, "Oh, it's over."
It's a different time now, man. It's a different time. Literally 2 years ago, 2-3 years ago. Look how things are different, man. So talking about 2-3 years, and today being 2025. Dun 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 dun.
What you got? So we did that. Fuck is that? Yeah?
Everybody, round of applause. Trump is the new president.
You wildin'. Cut this shit, nigga. You wildin'. Don't do that. Not endorsing anything. Give me no money. I'm not endorsing this nigga. You crazy as hell, bro.
I'm not endorsing that. I said Trump is the new president, bro. What does that have to do with endorsements, bro? That's not an endorsement. I said Trump is the new president. Look, that shit got y'all mad.
I'm not mad at all.
Not just you. I'm not talking about you per se, but I know a lot of people that just want to be mad because Trump is in office. I get it. I got it. We cool. If you want to be. You know what I'm saying? Because you know they hating right now. But
fuck all that, nigga.
President Trump is the 47th president officially.
45th and 47th.
45th and 47th, correct. And as we mentioned, it's been a crazy week and a half, man. A lot of changes, a lot of things getting cut. So one of the main things, how much time are you in? 30 minutes in already. Sheesh.
30 minutes. Let's talk about the TikTok ban and the rug pull he pulled. The dude, he already was talking about, he was saying how, like, before he was, TikTok is bad. They're trying to steal our data. And then... Which is
true.
Definitely true. Because like if you see the privacy stuff, they definitely taking the data, but so is a lot of other social media. That's just the way it works. That's how they get paid by selling our data because it's free.
Yeah, that's it.
So I find it funny that, you know, basically let it shut down for about 12 hours.
Literally,
and then when you go back on, and when you first load it back up, TikTok has said thanks to the efforts of President Trump, we was able to come to agreement, and, you know, basically they like got 90 days to, you know, whatever agreement they work out. I felt like that was
Donnie want 50%.
Yeah, he want 50% to sell to American companies, and there's some people that's on that list that's trying to buy it. But I just think it was an interesting marketing campaign of him to do that, even though, like, I think that was all planned as well. Like, they wanted to shut down so people can go in uproar. People was calling 911, bro.
No, they was trying to shut down TikTok months ago. I mean, he may have initially started it, you know what I mean? But
I think he started the rhetoric on it, and then it gained steam because they was in court for about 3 years.
Yeah, I mean,
and then it actually happened 2 days before the the presidential inauguration, and then 12 hours later he
Yeah, I mean, it served the purpose for him to win too in the election. That's where he was getting most of his fan base. YouTube, TikTok. So now that it played out to his advantage, he probably still thinks the same thing. Like, y'all stealing our information, our data, but it's like if I can make a profit off of it, let me get that.
Yeah, I don't think he cares as much, but he cares about the bottom dollar, the bottom line. The same way he jumped a coin, a crypto coin.
Yeah,
and did a rug pull with that too.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
saying? he won everything. He won a piece of everything, which
that never happened though in history.
No, it hasn't. I'm just happy to see something different. I'm happy to see change. I'm happy to see some type of movement. Like I'm 34. I don't even know why I said that on whatever. But yeah, like I've never seen nothing like this in my entire life.
Yeah, but at what cost though?
I mean, in order to make things better, you got to tear it down and then rebuild. I mean, and I feel like we in a tear down moment. He trying to go after the deep state and all the people that's trying to keep them out because they basically don't want to get audited. And then the people find out like what they actually been spending our tax dollars on, which is straight BS. You know what I mean? Like you're talking about $50 million. Was it 50 million? Yeah, 50 million in condoms to go into Gaza. Like that's crazy. Why are we?
I think that was a media thing too. I don't think it was for condoms. They said it was like that's what the media said, but I think it was for like aid.
That's what the House Speaker said. I forgot Shorty's name. She literally said that, bro.
Yeah, we gotta fact check that.
No, I'm telling you, I saw it. They sent 50 million. They sent 37 million to the World Health Organization was going out. They clipped that, and then they clipped the 50 million for condoms going to Gaza. That was why the whole federal aid joint got canceled originally because they didn't know what money was going out the door. It's just you see just a big ass check, just everything going out. You like, nah, that got to be put on freeze. Unfortunately, until we audit to see what's going out the door, we ain't just paying for other people to get rich off us. Like we are talking about every time you swipe your card, every time you get paid, every time you pay for gas, every time anything you do is from taxes. They just try to make sure it's going to the right place at the end of the day. And Americans' financial assistance and all of that stuff, that's not supposed to stop. The federal aid is allegedly not supposed to stop any Americans like from achieving what they need to do, whether it's the food stamps, whether it's a loan, federal loan, anything like that. That's not what's being cut. Anything foreign related that has to do with our personal taxes and federal aid is being investigated, or being looked into, i.e. 37 mil going to WHO and then 50 million for condoms. Like it's just nasty work. So it's gonna take a minute. That's all I gotta say. Really, it's just gonna take a minute for people to see like what's really going on. My bad.
No, you good. Me personally, like, yeah, I get the whole trying to cut spending and stuff like that, but like, there's a bigger issue. There's something that we both don't see that is playing into whatever plan they have. So I'm gonna say this though, like, get right with God. Get your shit together in all regards. If you got a business, if you want to launch anything, do it now, because the gap between the rich and poor, I mean, it's been wide. Pause, and it's gonna hit that. It's gonna continue. It's gonna continue. You know what I'm saying? That gap is gonna keep getting wider because like everything that's happening, nothing that the government been doing since I've been born actually benefited black people, like in the grand scheme of things. I mean, maybe some things, but in the grand scheme of things, the people that's up there making the laws and doing stuff like that, they never really had us in the works to get rich. to live a comfortable life or anything like that. So do what you gotta do to make sure your family.
So what do you want the government to do for black people?
I don't want the government to do anything for black people.
So then let's move on from that.
Yeah, I mean, because I look at it, because here's the thing: when you say I want, you want stuff to be fair, but that's not the reality.
As of today, everything is as fair as it's gonna be.
It's not fair, bro.
What's stopping you from doing what you got to do? Can you walk out? Do you have freedom of speech?
No, let me listen.
No. You have opportunity.
That's all a placebo. That's all a placebo. You think that you have free right to do things. You know what I'm saying? You think you have all this other stuff.
Don't you have the free right to do?
This is before.
I'm talking about today. I'm talking about today, right now. As of today, what can't you do to get ahead or to like outside of racism is always going to exist. People are always going to be racist. But as far as a black person today, how is the American economy holding them up outside of paying them back reparations? And that's not even a thing. How is it?
Because we was never in the fold to get ahead. So that's what I'm saying. Like, you can't worry about what somebody can do, what Brown could do for you, or what people could do for you. What you got to worry about is what you could do for yourself and what you could do for the people that's around you, that's in your corner.
You have a master's degree. What stopped you from getting your master's degree? Did America? Did racism? What stopped you from getting your master's?
Tell you what, racism almost got me for that one. Did I tell you about that story?
No.
We'll talk about it offline. I can't really. You know what I mean? But no, but that shit's crazy right there.
Well, I'm telling
you.
But
in the grand scheme, like I said, in the grand scheme of things,
people are going to be racist. I'm not saying
in the grand scheme of things, I knew what I had to do in order to get ahead. You know what I'm saying? So, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, at the end of the day,
all right, but you
do what you gotta
nice,
do.
You got kicks. You fly. You got a car. You got a house.
What's that's nothing, bro. And
that's
I'm not.
nothing.
That's in the grand scheme of things, that's nothing.
So everything you have is nothing. Your car is nothing. Like the clothes on your back, the fly shit you got is all nothing.
In the grand scheme of things,
in the grand scheme of things, you living good.
To who?
Whoever you trying to compare yourself to.
I'm not comparing myself to nobody.
Well, what I'm saying is, you talk about this whole we being holed up. Yes, we have. Yes, we had our ancestors, not us specifically, and our ancestors. Yes, they experienced it. We were set back. Yes, this was talking about civil rights, even if sometimes a little, obviously further than that. But as of that life and what they did is not what we experienced. Is not, you know what I mean? Like, America has grown and evolved from that. But it's like, we want more. We want this, or we at a disadvantage. Yes, we are. But as of today, if you had a kid, you could start them off as far off as you wanted to. Start them out at $1 million. Nothing is stopping you from starting your people off at $1 million.
I'm glad you said that about a kid. So many black women are looked at as, they're looked at as loud or this, that, and the third, but black women are not treated the same as other races of women in the hospital when they have a baby. They, for some reason, and I guess it's because spring is to another thing, they say black women have this crazy pain tolerance. So they, you giving a baby, it's excruciating pain. I never gave a baby, but I was there for both my kids to be born. And I remember when Princeton was born, we was released from the hospital on Christmas morning. And, Princeton's mom got a C-section. So she was supposed to go home with meds or something. She went home with nothing on Christmas morning. And like Rite Aid ain't open, Walgreens ain't open, none of them places is open. So she was like, yo, I'm not feeling well. And, long story short, we came home Christmas morning. We was back in the hospital the 22 days later because she ended up having an infection. And we was telling them like, yo, we need medicine, this, that, and the third. And they wasn't listening. They were supposed to send her home with kind of like a care package of some sort to make sure she was good. And we was back in the hospital because she had an infection 2 days later. And I basically Princeton was this big, yo. Like, I had her in my arm. She was this big. And I had to basically take care of both of them, which was cool, you know what I'm saying? But the fact that they didn't listen to her and listened to us. We was young in our 20s, early 20s. We was young, but they didn't listen to us when we were saying, yo, she's in pain. But this is countless other black women saying, yo, our pain tolerance is the same as everybody else. You can't, sugarcoat or not listen to us when we say we're in pain, we feeling this, that, and the third. See, Serena Williams almost died giving birth, and only reason she was even able to get help that she need because her husband stepped up, and he's a white man, so they listened to him. So that right there, I don't like that, but again, that's just one thing. That's just one story of the shit that happens.
People are racist. America's not racist.
America's fucking racist, bro. We're not gonna go back and forth with that.
Individuals, it's like, oh, all guns are bad. No, all guns are not bad.
Because they serve a purpose.
The people who use them and do bad things are bad.
I think they serve a purpose.
If you talk about America as racist, then what law or what policy hinders you from doing anything from what the white man does? Because that seems to be the only problem.
You ever got ran down in New York?
Of course.
Why?
I mean, what, stop and frisk?
Yeah, I mean, if you knew you wasn't doing something, if you was regular
hustling though, so
okay. If you was hustling, right?
If you got 20 niggas standing on the corner selling drugs, we know you selling drugs. You know they selling drugs. So then that's not being racist either.
Did you get ran?
We was doing stuff, bro.
Did you get ran down?
Racist.
Did you get ran down when you was on 2/5 selling CDs?
Of course, that is also illegal though.
Right. Did you get ran down on some regular shit?
Of course.
Do you think the same thing is happening if your name was Tyler?
I can't say because I'm not in those hoods all the time. I'm not with all the. I don't know. I mean, I know people that are, Caucasian that I've met in my older life, like since I've left that situation, that have told me stories about that, of how they've had to struggle it. But as when I was in it, no, I did not know anybody that was physically running down, Caucasian people. No. But I'm not going to sit here and call people racist because I was doing something I wasn't supposed to do.
Agree to disagree.
We
agree to disagree. We have 44.
You moving funny, they run down. They know why you're there.
What you think about that black politician calling Trump daddy?
I mean, I think everybody lost their shit really with this whole Trump thing. But
he said daddy's home or some shit like that. Like I was like, yeah, you wild. I don't think black or white or anything. You shouldn't be calling another man daddy. That's wild, crazy. You're wilding. I don't care. I don't care. That's not your pops. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Don't be calling that man daddy. You call that man daddy on TV is wild behavior.
Yeah, he was out of pocket. He's wild for that. He's out of pocket.
What you think about your man doing the Hail Hydra sign? The hard one too. He went right here with it and then
Nah, I mean I'm biased about that too, bro. Like
I'm not. Please do not blame that on his autism. That nigga know what he was doing.
No, but is he autistic? Is he? You said don't blame it on it. I'm not blaming it, but is he autistic? Is he not a weird? He's socially awkward.
Is he smart already? Though? Is he smart?
He's all fucking brilliant. People are. You know what I mean?
Not all of them, but I mean, they have a different gift though.
Yeah, they have a different gift.
Right. Like he's definitely socially awkward.
Yeah. So,
but you don't think he's calculated?
It looked bad. I mean, I don't negate that everybody has an agenda. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, I think everybody's such an uproar. It's hard to just accept it for what it is. You know what I mean? Because it's like, as soon as he tied a shoe, that was racist, or that was a gang sign, that was Nazi. They've been calling them Nazis and all this other stuff, this propaganda that is hard to listen to it when you it feels like you're in an echo chamber, the same thing over and over and over again, and it's just like, shut the fuck up, especially when it's coming from the legacy media. We don't want to hear from y'all no more, but y'all the same people still pushing this, and whether it was or not, it was dragged the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? And he in context, he was really just like trying to show love as opposed to what he said.
To who?
He was just like, I love America, or whatever he said. My heart goes out to you. That's exactly what he said. He said something along those lines. My heart goes out to you. He put his hand on his chest, and then he did one of these. Yes, he absolutely did that.
So what is that? What is that though?
I mean, somebody could say it is a salute. Somebody could say it's a hand gesture.
I'm just saying, what is it to though?
That's the thing, that nobody can confirm what it was to.
There's thousands of videos where somebody's doing the same similar gesture.
Yo, bro, just because you throw up the east side doesn't mean what this means in New York. I mean, that's what it means in California or Texas or whatever the case is.
This is true.
Like,
this is true. But I know that's like, I know from my life.
You said you can't switch it. You said you do. You said he knew what he was doing, or what was it? We don't know what that was technically. We know what it looked like. No, we know what it looked like. We know exactly what the fuck it looked like. But was that what it is? Nobody can guarantee in 100%, 1,000,000,000%, 1,000% say that's what it was. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
And especially with the media dragging everything that Trump and they dragging when you dragging RFK Jr. through the mud, and all he's trying to do is make America healthy again, like legit take all the toxins out the food, and you could dog him. You can make an agenda and say whatever you want, and we all know how you disagreeing with health, how you disagree with advancement. It's just they hate them so much. It's hard to believe like anything they say. And you can see it. Like, you can see how much they don't like Tulsi Gabbard. They don't like the FBI dude. I forgot his name. They don't like Tulsi Gabbard. They don't like none of these people. They get appointed and they still can't get affirmed or whatever they going through, right? They tried to dog RFK the other day, trying to get him to say, "Oh, you're not going to sue the Big Pharma." He's like, "Yes, I am." Then they tried to get him to confirm that, "Oh, you can't ever say that COVID mandated COVID is not good for the people. Never speak that. You got to promise that before you get sworn in." Like all these mandates and regulations, it's just all of it is weird. All of it.
That's apples and oranges. It's apples and oranges.
They hate them too much.
We spoke about this offline as far as like, you know, because he getting grilled, RFK about, you know, the vaccines and stuff like that. Like, I agree, you should be getting some of that shit out the food. A lot of that stuff, and I did my personal research. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of companies that's like General Mills, and speak of General Mills, they have a lot of different preservatives and additives that's in the food that's not good for you. One of them is TSP, and I was teaching my students this other day because they was eating, they was eating Cinnamon Toast Crunch, and I was like, "Yo, y'all know what TSP is?" I was like, "Nah, what's that?" It was like trisodium phosphate or something like that, right? And they was like, "What's that?" And I'm like, "Well, look it up." So they looked it up, whatever. And they was like, this is an additive, this, that, and the third. I said, "Yo, this is a fancy word, a fancy way of saying paint thinner." And so, you know what pink thinner is, right? I was like, "Yeah." I said, "That's exactly what's eating right now in this food." And I was like, "Word." And I was like, "Yeah, you ever think about like Fruit Loops, Fruity Pebbles, even Lucky Charms? Think of all of that. They have a whole bunch of different colors, but they all taste the same, don't they?" So yeah, I said, that's the additives and that's the dyes. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, all that stuff ain't good for you. And, we went through a rabbit hole of like, how these things is being banned and, because they cause cancer, this, that, and the third. So I agree with what he's doing in that regard. I haven't really saw his whole agenda or his whole policy or what he want to do, but that stuff needs to be addressed ASAP. And I agree with that.
It's just like the way they attack him and the way they attack all of them is what I'm saying.
Yeah, but I'm like I said, I'm not on nobody's side.
No, I'm not on my side at the end of the day. You gotta understand. I live my life every day with or without the government. I mean, luckily, I've never had to I've taken out personal loans. Like, I've never had to rely on the government to do anything. I mean, a bank maybe, but not the government. Like, yeah, I've been on food stamps and whatnot, but like that was a short-lived moment in time because I got up and got to it. Like, so, I mean, it's a new world, man, and y'all better shape up and shape out, get busy, because we don't know what's happening, but they definitely gonna tear this shit down before they build it back up. So, just be prepared for that. So, and it was what's her name? Elizabeth Warren was the one that was trying to violate RFK Jr. Like,
Yeah, she was on the grill.
yeah, yo, you going too hard, shorty. Like, this shouldn't bother you that much. And your purpose, you work for us. I've been saying this for years. The government works for the people. We do not work for the government and they foreign aids and who they paying in their businesses. We do not. That's not how nowhere in the world operates but here. Because everybody too caught up and distracted about DEI and being black and what's the borderline and all that other stuff. Like, yeah, that's all of that is problems, but like our economy needs to be better before we start like just giving $75 billion to like Ukraine and them. Like, come on. And then talk about $75 billion to Ukraine. Like, colleges should be free and they should cancel FAFSA. Straight up. College should be free for the first 4 years, in my opinion. And then even anything after that, if you decide to, or you get another scholarship or whatever, you continued education, you're like, yeah, you should get that. You know, but like a lot of healthcare should be free. If you could send $75 billion to everywhere else, send $1 billion to Africa, come on, they got it. But this is the problem. All the money is being wasted.
I don't think they're sending anything to Africa.
They tried to. They tried to send like $1 billion.
I don't think they're sending anything to Africa.
I mean,
Africa is one of them places where they strip all the natural resources. So therefore, I don't think they're sending anything to Africa. But nah, what you're saying is right, because we spoke about this before. We cut off before. Like, if we was to take a calculator and say, all right, how much would it cost to send everybody in America to college for free? Probably about what? 50 million. How much would it cost
to cost more than 50 million? More like
50 billion. Excuse me, 50 billion. Right? So how much would it cost to make sure everybody is not homeless?
Probably another 50. Probably less than that.
Right? Say 20. And then how much would it cost to feed everybody? 10 to 20.
10 to 20.
So you're looking at maybe $100 billion, and that can solve a whole bunch of problems that people have. And like all this stuff is done by design. Like, let's not kid ourselves. Regardless of Republican, Democrat, everything is done by design to keep us focus away from the task at hand, which is if we used to all come together, regardless of race, regardless of gender, regardless of everything, and we decided we're not taking the shit that's happening, then stuff would be a little different. But they put things in place so we could be divided as a people. We could be divided as everything, so we don't be on the same page to fight who we really should be fighting. While we up there, we fighting at the bottom, and they at the top laughing at us.
Yeah, I got a question for all y'all people who said like, oh, if you voted for this or for Trump, then you disowned and all this other stuff, can't deal with people who have different ideologies and beliefs and all that. I got a question. How does it make you feel to know that Trump and Obama could still be in the same room at a funeral and laugh ha and chop it up with each other? Come on. Like, we talking about two grown adults, two opposite sides of the coin, or two opposite sides of the wing, same bird, still talking to each other like nothing happened. And here y'all are, don't even know them, and don't have no personal relationships to either one of them. And you see them outside chilling with each other, and you over here not talking to your friend or family because of who they voted for, and then people that just separated y'all chilling. How does that make you feel? Immature, mature, whatever. I ain't trying to come at nobody, but yeah, a lot of y'all mind control. Like y'all will do anything that media says, and I'm not here for it. That's all I'm saying. So,
what you think about your man, DJ Academics, Josh Singer?
He's a bum. I never like academics. I don't really got much to say on him. Like,
I don't know.
he's a
I think
cornball.
basically context. He was dry snitching, saying that was going on record several times saying that, oh, LeBron, why you dancing to, not like us, and Drake supposed to be your homie, but you was going on 2-mans with him and this, that, and the third.
Yeah, the 2-mans goes crazy.
Yeah, but like at the end of the day, one more time, 2-mans crazy.
Yeah, that was wild, bro. Like, there's just certain things you don't say, whether it's true or not. It's just like, yeah. Bro,
But no, but like, why is you dry snitching and saying, I know people personally, they'll come together, they come out right now, like, bro, like,
he's a cornball.
why do you feel like you need to do that though? Why you want to mess up this man's marriage? You know what I'm saying, and doing all this extra stuff for what? For likes? For clickbait?
Yeah, bro. What's that other comedian name? And it was academics. Oh, I think it was Marco. Marco, maybe
Funny Marco.
Funny Marco, maybe that was.
What do you
him.
do?
So they on a show together or whatever. I guess Marco doing this interviewing academics, and academics asked him like, "Yo, who you got more respect for, Gunna or Young Thug?" And Marco asked him, "How old are you?" And it was just like a straight silence. Like he's a loser, bro. Like nobody cares. I don't care what academics say. I don't care what V-Lad say. It's just certain people that are just straight up cut off of me. I don't want to hear nothing you got to say. Like, I listen to a clip, but I'm not sitting there watching you, supporting your channel. Like, nah, he's a loser. Loser.
Lahu, sir.
Yeah.
Where we at? We got a couple more. We put on an hour.
Yeah, we got a couple more. I mean, we could. Yeah, I mean, talking about.
There's a couple things I end up ticking off. I was just like,
I mean, we still got the Super Bowl talk. Who you got? I'm going for the Eagles.
I mean, I want the Eagles to win for sure. Do I think they're gonna win? No.
I only think they're gonna lose because it's rigged.
Yeah, they've been like Kansas City is nice, and I think that addition of DJ Hopkins was crazy too.
Yeah, they finna do this 3-peat. I ain't gonna hold you. Yeah, but I'm still going for the Eagles.
I definitely want the Eagles to win, but
because what they got, Saquon, you just never know what he gonna do. He's been crazy. I think he got to be the best running back of the year so far. Like what he's done this year.
Between him and Derrick Henry having them comeback seasons, and they both was on teams that wasn't appreciating them. And like the way they did Saquon and the Giants, I should be ashamed of yourself.
You should fight everybody.
For real. Because you talking about we don't feel you just been franchise tagging this man for years. Oh, he's not gonna be good and this, that, and the third. And this dude came out and had an MVP season. For real. And where y'all at? Double-digit losses? Trying to pick up Shador Sanders? You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like y'all gotta get y'all shit together. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta get y'all shit together all the way. But shouts out to the Eagles, man. I do want them to win, but it's gonna be an uphill battle. So, but I'm looking forward to it.
It's 2 weeks from now, right?
Something like that.
Not this week, for sure. Yeah, I mean, I got the Eagles. I want them to do their thing.
Yeah, me too.
On that note, man, I think we got an episode.
Yeah,
we got a solid episode, man.
Real quick, let me do a promo real quick.
A promo.
Listen, so I did a thing today.
My bad. This is
serious.
This is an announcement. On
basically.
My fault.
Nah, so I did a thing. Basically, I started a tutoring company like maybe a month and change ago, but I kind of had it public now. Basically, started a tutoring company. I am, I'm a licensed teacher, obviously certified teacher, but been doing this tutoring thing for a couple months now, and I, made a post and, definitely got a lot of support, definitely got a lot of leads, so I appreciate that. So, my background is, special education teacher, working with inner city youth, got my master's degree, and, I just want to make sure that all the kids and the youth, anybody that needs help, I can be able to help them. I create different lessons that's tailored to the needs that you have, and we're gonna try to make it work as best as possible. So, holla at me at scstrategies101@gmail.com if you want to book a session. First week is 20% off. So if you want to holler at me, just, give me a call. I could do Zoom. I could do in person in the Pittsburgh area. So obviously, if you're not in the Pittsburgh area, we have to do Zoom. But I'm willing to work with anybody. If you in, grade school, if you in high school, if you want to do SAT prep, I could do a little bit of everything. You know what I'm saying? I specialize in math. I specialize in science. I could do social studies. I could do algebra. I could do it all. So, you know what I mean? I'm willing to work with anybody. We gotta bridge the gap for the youth. A lot of youth is like, have a pessimistic way of thinking about their life. So I want to make sure that, I'm a catalyst to make sure that they doing what they need to do so they can thrive in the world. So I'm here for anybody. Let's get it.
Yo, congrats on your business, bro.
Appreciate it, bro.
You don't hear too many tutors out here, man. I mean, you do, but you don't see like us. You know what I'm saying? So, congrats to you on that. See, I represent. Somebody called me a Caucasian lover, bro.
I don't know what the fuck does that mean.
Like I support the white man.
People crazy.
Yeah, tell me about it, man. So, we hope y'all enjoyed that. Yo, make sure y'all kids tap in with that tutoring service, man. That's really important. Try to get ahead. Like, you just can't. You got to be proactive about all of this, man. Everything got to be intentional and just progressive for real. Like, anytime, like, I know people are busy, but like parents are busy, but your kids are just as important no matter how much you got going on. So, tap in with those tutoring service, So, on that note, start that out. Hey. To end it, man. I hope y'all enjoyed this episode, man. We like I said, it's first official episode of the year.
2025.
2025. Solid hour. Got that out the way. I'm Kay.
I'm Chaz.
We are Culture Content, baby. Signing out.
Yes, sir.
You already know the vibes, man. We out.
Holla.